I decided to live forward. It's one of the things that I did to overcome a difficult and toxic past that might just help you. After facing a tough situation or a season, we tell each other, well, I guess you just got to move on. But I didn't feel like God just wanted me to move on. I felt like He wanted more than that. God was calling me to live forward, which is so much more than moving on. Moving on felt like I was going to take the hurt along with me. Like I was pulling a U-Haul of my troubles along with me as I tried to move forward. Like I was settling, not living. Listen, God has not called you to settle for moving on. He's called you to pursue life without the U-Haul. In the Old Testament book of Exodus, it tells the story of God delivering Israel from captivity. But God didn't just tell them to move on without giving them somewhere to move to. He didn't just say, walk out of Egypt and be free. He called them out of Egypt to go to a place that He had prepared for them, the Promised Land. So He didn't just say, move on. He called them to live forward. And as the Israelites kept looking back and doubting God, they found themselves settling in places that were not meant for them to settle in. Don't settle for just moving on. After reading through Philippians 3 one day, I found myself praying this prayer. And you might want to pray it as well. God, I'm not perfect and I don't have it all figured out. But I feel compelled to leave the U-Haul behind and press toward the prize, which is Jesus. Jesus that's not just calling me to move on, but calling me to life abundant. God, I know that You're calling me to live forward, so help fix my eyes and fix my feet toward life. And help me to be so focused that I'm not tempted to settle for just moving on. When You've called me to live forward toward Your promises.